record. Let's see how we go on. Let's press play. DirectX 11. No, we'll leave it on just a truck. Euro Truck Simulator 2 without the DirectX. Wow. That was bloody loud. That is bloody loud. We'll bring that down a long way. Wow, that was bleeding loud. Right, as you can see, my session comes up right away, so we're just going to do that for the start. We'll go into the game bar, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do each individual one of these. Just wait for it to go up. Come on. It's taking a while to do this, isn't it? Come on. Right, we're there. Right, before we do out else, right, as you see, I'll hit the home again. We're disabled on it. We're not having any of the others. I can hit home again and then turn it on. Right, so we're going to be looking at the shadows and the distance in front of us, as well as the rails at the side. So we'll set off with this one. Just pull that round where it should be, where you can see. And there we go. As you can see, there's a little bit there because it's dual fencing. A little bit on the fencing. A lot in the foreground if you look at it towards the motorway bridge. Loads and loads of it, including the wires going across, tons of it. Some on the shadow on the road. So we're just going to take this round this once. Some colour missing as well, like the red out that sign and what have you on this once you do it. Plenty on the street markings and the edge of that fencing. Don't forget it's turned off now, so all of it starts shimmering on all the fencing as you go along, especially road markings as well. Oops, no wonder I'm not getting anything. Right, as you can see with road markings. Some corner. As you can see, even the bus lane markings, there's a bit of shimmering going on and what have you. Fencing in front and fencing at sides, both getting a little bit of a shimmer. Colours on the cars in front, the red one especially. Lots of shimmering. Now, don't forget this with it all turned off. So we'll stop again. We'll hit that. We'll turn it on the temporal, which is the normal one it has. As you can see, there's some flicking on the graphics then to show that it was doing something. Right, we'll set up again. Always going to be that little bit there because it is fencing and fencing. If you look in the distance, it's a bit calmer, but we're also missing the two lines that go across the top. We completely miss them until we get to about here and then they start showing. As you can see, there's an improvement, but it's still shimmering on the fencing and the road markings. The bridge at the side is not too bad. This fencing is still a little bit shimmered there, not too bad. Up these fences, they're not too bad. There's still a bit of shimmer on the floor, on the road marking, especially the zebra crossing bar. This one. I'm never going to sort that out properly. A lot of shimmering on this one where I'm going to turn. Right in front there's a lot of shimmering as well, as you can see in the distance. That's how we're going down there. Go down there, fencing is not too bad, not a lot of shimmering at all. Bit on the gate, which is expected because of the way the gate is. Not so much on the car now, as you can see, but a little bit still on the fencing behind the car. Not so much on there. Right, let's turn. Now let's have a look at the shadows here. Now there's still a little bit on the shadows, not much but a little bit, and not so much on the fencing of the garage. Right, so we stop again. I'll change it again. Right, now we'll go into this temporal anti-aliasing revision 2 with the DAL on there as well, so we'll do that. And we'll set up again. A little bit there which is expected with the 2 fences, not so much there. In the distance is a lot better. Still a little bit of shimmer on the shadows on the road if you look. Not so much on the bridge itself, or they shut the fencing on the bridge, but the bridge itself is shimmering, and the underneath of it. Fencing along the sides is not too bad. Bit of shimmer on the fencing there, bit of shimmer there and there. Road markings not so bad. Little bit of shimmer. This fencing, same sort of shimmer as before. As we go down. Fence marking not too bad. I mean it is usable now. It wasn't usable when it turned on. Plenty of shimmer on the road markings, especially when it's the zebra crossings. But nothing unusual there as well. I could do with turning this audio down on this, couldn't I? Let's bring this through as well. A little bit on the fencing, not too much. As we get down, not so bad. A little bit on that gateway as always. This fence is much better. Fencing at the back, it's about the same. Not so much shimmering on the car, but the road markings are what do the shimmering on this. Let's go across to on the shadows and what have you, and road where these markings are. Still a bit of shimmer. Let's just stop this here for a minute. Let me just do that for a sec. What I didn't do was I didn't change the audio, desktop audio, so it's very, very loud. So I'm going to bring the microphone up towards me, and I'm going to go back to what we was doing. So go back to drive, try and get that so it's not too much in my way. Right, it's that again. Right, and now we're going to go to the DLAA on its own, which seemed to be quite fine before, to be honest. So we'll do that. Here we go. Let's see how it goes on. A little bit shimmering as normal on that one because of the 2 fences. As you can see the overhead cables again. Now it's still shimmering a little bit, but they're actually there and they've been wiped out altogether. A little bit shimmer on the shadows, but not much. Underneath the bridge is terrible again. The bridge itself is not so bad. Road markings, terrible again, actually in places. Quite a lot on that gate, a lot of shimmering on that fence there. Quite a bit of shimmering on the road markings, but not as bad as some of the other ones, I'd say. Still in here, let's have a look. Fencing's not too bad that side, not too bad this side. Let's have a look at that gate. That gate's a lot better, a little bit there. Fencing along this side. Fencing at the back a lot better. No shimmering on the car, but shimmering on the road marking on the front. Corner again. See on the shadows, plenty of shimmer on the shadows as we go through. It's the second time we get that coming through. But all in all, not too bad. Not too bad. There's a little bit I can see on the brickwork when I move the camera around. But that might not be picked up on so much on the video. So here we go again, it all, and we'll do Quality revision 2 on it, and we'll see what we're going on. I'm not going into the sub menus on that, I'm just doing the main menus, and there we go. Let's see, have a look. Little bit shimmering on the road surface, as you can see all the way up. Little bit on buildings, plenty on the fence and the other buildings. Again, we got the lines going across the top, which are terrible again. So is the bridge itself. Near fencing, not so bad. Got a bit of colour back in the red side now. Bit on the road markings, but nothing too bad. Little bit on the gates. Not so much of a build up on the zebra crossing parts, so they're not absolutely going wild as you come up to them. Still a bit of shimmering, but not wild shimmering like there was before. Look a bit in the fencing. Let's have a look at this gate coming up towards it. Not too bad, that gate actually. Look a bit there when you get light coming on it. Not so bad there, fencing at the back, not so bad. Not brilliant, but not so bad. Little bit of shimmering still on the road markings. Let's have a look at these shadows as we come through. Shadows not too bad. Still a little bit on the burnt rubber markings, but not too bad. A little bit front of that gate. I don't know if you noticed it on that orange patch. So let's go again. We'll go for balance this time. So here we are going for balance. So look how we go on. Depots some bit on the road surface itself. A bit on the fencing. Bridge and wires coming up in front of us in the distance. Yep, definitely still there. A little bit at the edge of the road. Not too bad though. Come up, nothing, not so bad on the bridge. Look a bit again on the road marking. Seems to be pretty standard down this road markings here. Look a bit on the fencing. Not so bad further up right in front of us. If you look at into the far distance, it's not shimmering like it was before. There's a little bit on the zebra crossings. Not as bad as there was. A bit on the brickwork on that building, but not too bad. I'll go back round there because, as you can see, there's plenty of fences here with like chainmail and what have you. This one, I've chosen this one at this garage. Not too bad. Still again on the road on the bus markings, bus lane markings or bus stop markings. Not so bad on the fencing. Pretty bad on the back fencing, to be honest. Look a bit bad on the road markings. A little shimmer on that red card again. Again, terrible on the burnt rubber markings and the shadows. Right, so here we go again. And we'll do the performance-based one. So let's try performance base. We have got the line. We have got the overhead cables in the distance on this right away. So let's see. Definitely a lot of shimmer on the road surface. A lot of shimmer in the distance. Some on the fencing. Definitely the bridge is terrible. Road markings seem pretty, that's not bad actually, a bit better than over. Fencing still about the same. Still quite a bit really on the zebra crossing, but nothing drastic. Not bad on the front, well, part down on that, it's fine on that. Fencing a little bit, not too bad. And when we get to this gate, it's getting on the bus lane markings. Gate not too bad, a little bit. Road markings definitely again. Not a little bit on the fencing at the back. Not so much on the car though. So, again, quite a lot on the burnt rubber markings and the shadows. Fences aren't so bad though. Right, where are we at? And that was the last one. So for me, personally, I think that wasn't too bad. So let's try that one again. Although moving my head down, it seems to be showing everything shimmering. Right, okay. It's not so bad in the part distance. There's a bit of shimmer, a lot of shimmer on the road surface and the shadows with this one, but not so bad on the fencing. Not so bad on the bridge. There's a train going past on the bridge. That's pretty cool. That seems to be all right. Road markings a little shimmery. Not too bad. Not so bad on that. Quite good in the distance. Bit bad on the zebra crossing on this one, to be honest. I think this is about best of it all for me. Either this one or the next one down. So I'm going to choose between this one and the next one down, which is the DA8LL. We'll go back and try that one out again. As you can see, this is not too bad on this one. It's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but it's not too bad. See, even with the shadow in this one, it's not too bad until you get pretty close to it. So it's going to be between that one, which is the Revision 2, and the DLA8 on its own. So let's go for that. Let's see how we go on with this one. As you can see, it's not so bad on the road surface here. There's no shimmering actually on the road surface like before. Still got a little bit in the distance, plenty on the overhead lines there, but not too bad. Shadows are not too bad. Bridge is not bad. Yeah, the fence coming on the corner is not bad. The fence on the motorway bridge is not bad at all. That's not too bad. Still a bit of shimmering on the road markings, but not too bad to me. Neither is it bad on the railings across the road there. So we've got a bit of shimmering on the road further up, but in the far distance that's plenty, so it's fine. There's nothing, even the overhead cable here wasn't shimmering. Not so much shimmering as well, if you notice on the zebra crossings at the side. They build up pretty easy without too much distraction. I think this to me is going to be like the best setting. This coming down here, we've still got a bit on the bus lanes. The gate to the side, not too bad at all. Front is not too bad. Fencing's fine. A little bit on the back fencing, a bit on the road marking coming up. Nothing on the car. And as we come down the corner, not so bad on the shadows and the rubber as well. Still a little bit, but not bad. Nothing on that's really bad on the fencing that side. So that's me. Bob, I think he's the one to go for me. As you can see while I'm stopped in the garage now, he's not so much as a little bit here and a little bit here, a bit around the edge here, Not so much here, plenty on the floor parts, which isn't bad. Nowhere near as bad as before. Look a bit underneath the lights and down this side here, but nothing like it was before. And plenty down here, like, that's a bit terrible, as is that. As is that marking along this back here, and this here with the doors. That's not great, but it's not as bad as it was, to be honest. The proof is when it changes the angle to that back wall with the tiles, because you can still see on the tiles there's plenty on that. Now, as you can see with the tiles and the actual cables, the metal conduit coming down and what have you, it's absolutely awful in the background. Not so bad on the truck. There's little bits here and here and here and this here and this here. And what have you, which are terrible out on the road now. It's at least drivable, so I can't complain at that. Anyway, I think that's about it for that. I'm going to leave it on that one. Because that seems to be the best setting for mine until something's sorted.